During the colonial rule, the British Empire had a problem with the large number of snakes in New Delhi. So they came up with a bounty. Anyone who brought a dead body of a snake would get a reward. Initially, this strategy seemed to be working because the number of dead snakes came in thick and fast. But then the British realized that people had started breeding and killing snakes and collecting the reward for it. When they got to know of this, they immediately shut off the reward. But by then, the cobra farmers had a large number of now useless snakes. So, what did they do with them? They just left them out in the open, effectively increasing the number of wild snakes out in the open now. This came to be known as the cobra effect, where a solution to a problem leads to unintended consequences that actually ends up making the problem worse. We see examples like this every day in our lives. As soon as we face a problem, whether in our personal lives or our professional lives, we immediately jump into action mode. But we don't wait to think whether this is the right step or it could end up making the problem even worse. Rather than thinking, we would immediately prefer firefighting. Look, firefighting may make you feel busy and productive in the moment. But if you don't know why the fire occurred in the first place, you will never know when it's going to occur next or how bad the next fire is going to be. Which means that before trying to solve a problem, we first need to figure out why the problem exists in the first place. We first need to understand that problem. As Jiddu Krishnamurti said, if I have a difficulty, I don't want to seek a solution. I know there are innumerable solutions, but I want to find out what the cause of that problem is. And when I have really understood it, I do not create any other problems. If I really understand one problem completely, wholly, then there are no other problems. End quote. If you want to avoid the cobra effect, you can start carrying out a pre-mortem, which is an opposite of a post-mortem. A post-mortem is generally conducted once something has failed and we want to figure out what went wrong. In a pre-mortem, however, before the project launches, or before you send the email, or before you send the workflow, you assume that the design has failed. And then you speculate as to why. After that, you can work to prevent the problems that you initially imagined could occur. Keep testing your impressions always and keep building solid working models. Then maintaining and even growing what you have built becomes much more easier and it becomes much more fun as well. And until next time, namaste.